you by the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit in partnership with the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. We are glad that you have managed to join us for these proceedings. A warm welcome to you. My name is Kamche Menza. The members of the Senate this afternoon, the 20th day of February, the year 2025, will consider or conclude on its consideration on the motion on recording the thanks of the Senate on Kenya's attempt for the position of the chairperson of the African Union Commission, a motion that was moved by the Senate Majority Leader, Honorable Aaron Cheriot. This is a motion that has been on the floor of the House, and debate on it was concluded this afternoon as the members resume business on this particular motion. It's a question that will be put. There are the members of the Senate with regards to this motion were expressing their profound thanks to the Right Honorable Raila Odinga for demonstrating unwavering commitment to the service of Africa by offering his candidature for the position of the chairperson of the African Union Commission, for his leadership in advancing Pan-African unity, for his dedication to the development and integration of the African continent, and for his distinguished attempt at the election. Also, the members were recording thanks to His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, the President of Kenya, for endorsing the Right Honorable Raila Odinga as Kenya's candidate for election as the chairperson of the African Union Commission, and for coordinating the campaign in support for his candidature. And the members were also recording their congratulations to His Excellency Mahmoud Ali Yusuf on his election as the chairperson of the Commission on the elections that were held on Saturday, 15th February, the year 2025. So that particular motion, debate on it was concluded, and this afternoon a question will be put on that particular motion. The members of the Senate also will be considering a motion with regards to celebrating the life of the late Leonard Mamo Potela, who passed on the 7th of February 2025 at the age of 84. This is a motion that will be moved by the Tana River Senator Honorable Danson Mungatana. If you're just joining us, is that the House is about to commence its business. Time allocated for the commencement of House business is 2:30, but on your screens, those are members still making their way into the chambers. Once the Speaker with his procession makes his way into the chambers, then the House will, without any further delay, start its business. That is, if the quorum is achieved. That is the entrance of the chambers. Members are needed to make their way to the House. Remember, once the prayer is said and the chair is taken, the House needs to have attained a required number of members present, that is the quorum. And if that quorum is not present, then a bell will be rung, but we hope that quorum is achieved. Already we can see members in the chambers. But we will be looking for at least 15 members. More members are making their way into the chambers. Back to the business that the members, once they commence the business, will be transacting pursuant to provisions of Standing Order 53, paragraph 1, with regards to questions and statements. The Senator for Migori County, Honorable Eddie Okech, will this afternoon seek a statement from the Standing Committee on National Security, Defense, and Foreign Relations, and this is with regards to the clashes between the Kuria and Maasai communities along the border of Migori and Narok counties. This is a statement that the Honorable Member for Migori County, pursuant to provisions of Standing Order 53.1, will be seeking this particular statement, of course, from the Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations. That is the entrance to the chambers of the Senate. Members have already made their way into the chambers. And as you can see, that is the procession of the Senate Speaker. That is the Deputy Speaker of the Senate, making his way into the chambers, Honorable Katuri Murungi. He will be presiding over this afternoon sitting. Allow me to hand you over to this live broadcast brought to you by PBU in partnership with KBC. Good afternoon.
Tuombe. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, twakusihi tutazame kwa neema nyingi na baraka sisi watumishi wako ambao umeridhika kutuita kwa nyadhifa za uongozi katika jamhuri hii yetu. Twakuomba utujalie tuyatende na kufikiria mambo yote yatakayofikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi yetu na wale ambao haja zao umezikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amen. Do you have quorum? Certainly, do you have quorum? If not, you ring the Sergeant at Arms, ring the quorum bell for 10 minutes.
The prayer has been said and the chair taken. However, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 39 and 40, at the commencement of House business, once the prayer is said and the chair taken, at least 15 members are needed to be present inside the chambers for the House to be deemed to have achieved the required quorum or number of members present for the House to commence its business. But that quorum clearly has not been achieved yet. A look at the screens that is inside the chambers. Those are countable members. However, at the entrance of the chambers, I can see more members are making their way into the chambers. So in a while, I believe we will have achieved that required quorum. And the business will, without any further delay, commence. Back to what the members will be transacting this afternoon, the 20th day of February, is that there are bills that have debate on it, or rather, or debate on them have been concluded. 3 bills lined up for consideration at the division stage. One of the bills is the Public Fundraising Appeals Bill. This is a bill that has been sponsored by the Senate Majority Leader. On your screens, that is the Majority Chief Whip, Honorable Boni Halwale, also the Senator for Kakamega County. At this point, the leadership of the House is expected to whip members to be able to get into the chambers, of course, to allow the House attain that required quorum for the House to commence its business. The allocated time for House sitting is 2:30. Can also see the clerk inside the chamber, counting on the numbers of members who are inside to see whether that quorum has been achieved. Once it's achieved, I will be able to hand it back for you to follow on the proceedings. The Public Fundraising Appeals Bill, a bill originating from the Senate, is a bill that seeks to provide for establishment of regulatory mechanisms at the national and county levels which oversee the conduct of fundraising appeals, to provide for the licensing and regulation of fundraisers, the promotion of transparency and accountability in the conduct of fundraising appeals. Well, allow me to hand you over.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Honourable Senators. Honourable Senators, we have a visiting council members from the Africa Colloquium of Legal Council of Parliaments. Honourable Senators, Honourable Senators, I would like to acknowledge the presence in the Speaker's Gallery this afternoon, a visiting delegation of council members from the Africa Colloquium of Legal Council to Parliaments. The delegation is attending the Dundee meeting of the Council of the Africa Colloquium. Honourable Senators, the Africa Colloquium, I don't know whether it's the right pronunciation of Legal Council of Parliaments, is an organization that brings together legal counsel serving in parliaments in Africa at both the national and subnational levels. The objectives of the colloquium are to provide a forum principally for interaction and interlinkage between legal counsel serving the parliaments of legal services and capacity building. The Parliament of Kenya holds the Secretariat of the Africa Colloquium of Legal Counsel to Parliaments, with the Clerk of the Senate, Mr. Jeremiah Nyegenye, CBS, being the patron to the colloquium, and Director, Legal Services of the Senate, Dr. Johnson Okero, OGW, being the Secretary General of the Council. Honourable Senators, I request each member of the delegation to stand when called out so that you may be acknowledged in the Senate tradition. 1, Ms. Sena Asu, President of the Colloquium and Council in the Parliament of Ghana. Mr. Asap Ntanda, Vice President of the Colloquium Council in the Parliament of Uganda. Mr. Hamad Fales, Director, Litigation and Legal Counsel, Parliament of Libya. Mr. Jela Sam, Deputy Director, Office of Law Clerk, Parliament of Sierra Leone. Ms. Tosco Ngumeze, Legislative Drafter, Parliament of Eswatini. And Dr. Abdulkadir Hashim, who is the translator. Honourable Senators, on our tradition of receiving and welcoming visitors to Parliament, I extend a warm welcome to the delegation, and on behalf of the Senate and on my own behalf, wish them a fruitful visit. Thank you. Next one. Okay. I'm trying to get a legal counsel here, and not Senator Sifuna, somebody else. I can see you have no competition in matters law. Who? Senator Nduro, where is she? Okay, fine. Take you 1 minute to welcome the visitors.
What's happening? Sorry, we apologize for that hitch in the system. Honorable Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to welcome my colleagues in law of the Colloquium of Legal Counsel in parliaments across the continent. I have had a brother from Uganda, our neighbor, Libya, Sierra Leone, Ghana, and of course, you know, Honorable Speaker, I am the Senate's permanent representative to the Parliament of Eswatini. So I want to take this opportunity. I want to take this opportunity, Honorable Speaker. I say that because you, Honorable Speaker, took me along when we went for the meeting of various parliaments and their leaderships in Eswatini. And that is where I was given that honorary title. And I challenge anybody who wants to challenge me as in that position to rise up and stake their claim. But welcome to Kenya. Of course, I'm sure you followed the debate about what has happened in the African Union. We thank all of your countries for the support that you accorded Kenya in that election, and we hope that we can make our relationships as African brothers and sisters even closer. So you're welcome. I am the Senator of Nairobi. This is a city where we are in. Feel free to also enjoy and sample the hospitality of Nairobi, which I can assure you is quite as nice as the capitals. Kampala is not too bad, but I am sure Nairobi has a few things that might surprise you, my brother. So you're welcome and God bless you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Senator representing the capital city of Nairobi. Honorable Senators, we have another visiting group, visiting lecturers and students from the Kenya Medical Training College, KMTC, Imenti campus in Meru County. Honorable Senators, I would like to acknowledge the presence in the public gallery this afternoon of visiting lecturer and students from the Kenya Medical Training College, KMTC, Imenti campus in Meru County. The delegation comprises 1 lecturer and 25 students who are in the Senate for a one-day academic exposition. In our usual tradition of receiving and welcoming visitors to Parliament, I extend a warm welcome to them, and on behalf of the Senate and on my own behalf, wish them a fruitful visit. Thank you. Honorable Senators, you know this is a campus in Meru County, South Imenti constituency, which I was the Member of Parliament. And I'm very proud I'm the one who started this campus 2 or 3 years ago. So I really want to welcome these students and wish them well. But I'll give my neighbor, the other side, Senator Kenywa, to do it for me better when you are there. I'll give you 2 minutes because of that advantage I have to sit here.
Asante Bwana Spika kwa kunipa fursa hii. Kwanza kabisa nataka kuchukua fursa hii kuwakaribisha wanafunzi ambao wanasomea matibabu pamoja na mhadhiri walioandamana na yeye. Jambo la kwanza, tungependa kuchukua fursa hii kushukuru spika wetu kwa sababu aliona manufaa ya kuanzisha masomo ya matibabu na akaanzisha chuo hiki. Ni vizuri siku ya leo wameweza kutembea hapa ndio waweze kuona vile majadiliano yanafanywa katika bunge la Seneti. Na nataka kuwakaribisha na niwaambie mambo ya matibabu ni mambo ambayo yamepewa kipao mbele katika Jamhuri ya Kenya, kwa sababu bila matibabu itakuwa ni kazi bure. Kwa hivyo mimi changamoto ambayo ningependa kuwapatia ni ya kwamba mtie masomo mbele na muendelee na kazi nzuri hii ambayo mnaifanya. Na sio hiyo tu, hata mkiwa mnasomea matibabu, tungependa kuwaambia mnaweza kuwa viongozi kama wale walioko hapa. Na vile ambavyo spika alivyofanya, alitaka ninyi muwe na yale maono na mawazo mazuri ya kuweza kuwatibu wa Kenya wote. Kwa hivyo mimi ni kuwatakia mema wakati mko hapa, mkiona mijadala inavyoendelea katika seneti hii, na mkienda nyumbani huko Meru, mseme hata sisi hapa tunamuenzi na tunampenda spika wetu. Na mkifika huko mseme hata sisi tumekubali spika chochote anachotaka. Sisi tumempatia mamlaka hapa, na nyinyi mkienda huko mmuombee na chochote kataka nyinyi mpatie. Asanteni sana.
Thank you, Senator Kenywa. Senator Okiya Omtata, can you resume your seat? I have something for you. I want to address you. Honorable Senators, I have a communication to make on substantiation of facts that are Senator alleges to be true. And this is Senator Okia Omtata. Honorable Senators, as you may recall, at the afternoon sitting of the Senate held yesterday, Wednesday, 19 February 2025, the temporary Speaker, Senator Veronica Maina, MP, directed Senator Okoiti Andrew Omtata, MP, to substantiate utterances made in the course of debate following interventions pursuant to Standing Order 105.1. In the course of the debate by Senator Omtata, MP, Senator Ngonfulio Sosi, CBS MP, rose on a point of order, requesting for the intervention of the Speaker for Senator Omtata, MP, to substantiate the claim that, this I quote, that is why the Janjaweed can be given an office in Nairobi at the whims of an individual, and he claimed that the people of Kenya have welcomed the Janjaweed to come and run its genocidal government from Nairobi. End of quote. In the point of order, Senator Sosi MP said, I quote, I think it is important for us to be told more about this Janjaweed. I, as a representative of the people, I would like to know more about that. Have these people opened an office in Kenya? The point of order by Senator Sosi MP was supported by Senator Ende Okech MP, who also sought intervention of the chair for Senator Omtata MP to substantiate the allegation and give clarity on whether the Janjaweed militia and established an office in Kenya. Honorable Senators, Standing Order 105 provides, and I quote, a senator shall be responsible for the accuracy of any facts that the senator alleges to be true and may be required to substantiate any such facts instantly. And two, if a senator has sufficient reason to convince the Speaker that the senator is unable to substantiate the allegations instantly, the Speaker shall require that such senator substantiates the allegations not later than the next sitting day, failure to which the senator shall be deemed to be disorderly within the meaning of Standing Order 121, disorderly conduct, unless the senator withdraws the allegations and gives a suitable apology if the Speaker so requires. So Senator Omtata MP was not able to substantiate his statements pursuant to Standing Order 105.1 and subsequently walked out of the chamber. His exit from the chamber denied him an opportunity to make a request pursuant to Standing Order 105.2. Subsequently, the Speaker then directed that Senator Omtata MP, although he had exited the chamber, was required to table evidence as raised in the point of order by Senator Sosi MP and as supported by Senator Okech MP. Honorable Senators, pursuant to the directions above, I now invite Senator Okoiti Andrew Omtata MP to forthwith substantiate his claims, failure to which the senator shall be deemed to be disorderly within the meaning of Standing Order 121. In the absence of such substantiation, the senator will be required to withdraw the statements and apologize to the Senate. Thank you. Senator Okoiti Omtata.
Mr. Speaker, sir, thank you for the opportunity to address the House. It's the mark of ultimate shame that from the chair, you can pronounce a record that is not correct. Senator Khalwale contributed, and we have not mentioned him. Senator Chereregei contributed, you have not mentioned him. You are giving us a sanitized version of events, and it's not that I failed to substantiate, but the House was unable to keep up with what I was saying. I gave a URL, a universal resource locator, to the information I had given. We have been given these iPads. We have got screens in this house. The taxpayer has invested a lot of money. Substantiation does not have to be by paper. Once I give a URL, it's up to the individual senators and the clerks to access the information that I've referred to through the Universal Resource Locator. And it's shameful that you can stand there, Mr. Speaker, sir, and read a sanitized version of events. Very many senators contributed to that motion. And unless you give a correct record of what happened, I'm not going to be invited into that murky bubble in which you want this house to exist. I will not. I was not disorderly. I did substantiate, and I'm not responsible for the incapacity of anyone to access the internet. The taxpayer cannot give us gadgets in this house, invest a lot of money, and we are unable to use them. If they don't give us, we complain we don't have. We are given, we can't use. So what are we dealing with? Let us shape up. Let us wake up.
So
Let us govern this country.
Have you substantiated?
Can you get
That
the correct?
is the opportunity
If
you
you
have
get
now
the
to do
correct
that.
record, I'm not taking an opportunity to mess up my record. Give us a proper record of the Hansard. I gave a URL. I've not seen you refer to the URL. You can even go to YouTube and see what I said. A URL is a Universal Resource Locator. It is supposed to be in the Hansard record. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Senator Okiya Omtatah, you have used a very strange language to the chair.
I've gone to school.
So I request that you really substantiate that matter.
By
Can
doing
you
what?
sit down? Can you sit down? Do you know what you sent to the chair? What you have just sent? You know the chair does not stand in vain. I stood to make a communication to the Senate. And this communication is official. Right? So now you're asking me, it is shameful for the chair to stand. What do you want me to do? Because that is the tradition. The chair can only make a communication or standing. I have no option of sitting on the floor when making communication. I have no option of sitting. I should stand up and make communication. Can you first of all withdraw that? Just a minute.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I think we should conduct proceedings in this house in mother tongue.
So what are you saying, Senator Omtatah? Yes, Senator?
I'm just saying that you are misunderstanding me.
I will
Mr.
throw you out of this house, you know. You have no privilege to do whatever you want, Mr. Senator Omtatah.
I'll
You must
request-
respect the chair. I'm
It's not a
telling you, you have to. You have no option. Yes, Senator Sifuna.
Honorable Speaker, with great respect, I think that we can guide each other here. On previous occasion where somebody has doubted the record that has been read out by the Speaker, our standing orders require that the entire Hansard be produced. Because if in the event the Senator argues that in fact he did provide material, the URL that he's referring to, I personally wasn't in the House. So perhaps, Speaker...
And you know, Senator Sifuna,
Yes.
I did not even come to determine what to do.
Yes.
But I was raising the disrespect to the chair. That is what I've raised.
Very well.
Because
Very
I'm
well.
here also to safeguard the respect and the dignity of the House.
Very well understood.
Even I've not even come to determine what we should do with this.
Very
this
well, Honorable Speaker.
substantiation.
Very well understood.
And you can see it's not remorseful. I don't know. You are my friend, you know, but you are not remorseful. I have not given you that opportunity. I want to listen to Senator Enoch Wambua.
Mr. Speaker, I think we can do well by just bringing down our temperatures in the House. We are visitors, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, and just to regain the dignity of the House, I will humbly request that, Mr. Speaker, you continue the business that is before you. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Let me take some time to check on something here on this URL that you provided, and I'll give some guidance later. Next order.
Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of this Senate today, the 20th of February, 2025. Being, Mr. Speaker, reports of the Auditor General on the financial statements of Laikipia County for the year ended 30th of June, 2024. 1. County Executive of Laikipia, County Assembly of Laikipia, County Revenue Fund, Receiver Revenue Statements, Laikipia County Revenue, County Assembly of Laikipia Car Loan and Mortgage for Members Scheme, Laikipia County Education Bursary Fund, Laikipia County Emergency Fund, Laikipia County State and Public Officers Car Loan and Mortgage Scheme Fund, County Assembly of Laikipia Car Loan and Mortgage for Staff Scheme. 11, Laikipia County Development Authority, Laikipia County Cooperative Development Revolving Fund, Laikipia County Enterprise Fund, Laikipia County Leasing Fund, Laikipia County Business Stimulus Fund, Rumoured Municipality, Nanyuki Municipality, Nanyuki Teaching and Referral Hospital, Dol Sub-County Level 4 Hospital, Nyahururu Water and Sanitation Company Limited, Nanyuki Water and Sanitation Company Limited, Laikipia County Financing Locally Led Climate Action Program for the year ended 30th of June 2023, and Mr. Speaker, reports of the Auditor General on the financial statements of Migori County, Migori County, for the year ended 30th of June 2024. County Executive of Migori, County Assembly of Migori, County Revenue Fund, Receiver of Revenue Statements, Migori County Executive Car Loan and Mortgage Fund, Migori County Assembly Car Loan and Mortgage Fund, Migori County Alcoholic Drinks Control Fund, Municipality of Rongo, Municipality of Awendo, Migori County Ward Development Fund, Migori County Climate Change Fund, Migori County Referral Hospital, Oyani Sub-County Hospital, Rongo Sub-County Hospital, Awendo Sub-County Hospital, Nyamaraga Sub-County Hospital, Kegonga Sub-County Hospital, Kehanja Sub-County Hospital, Makalda Sub-County Hospital, Muhuru Sub-County Hospital, Isbania Sub-County Hospital, Odoro Sub-County Level 4 Hospital, Uriri Sub-County Hospital, and finally, Mr. Speaker, Migori County Water and Sanitation Company Limited. Mr. Speaker, I thank you, and I do lay the papers.
There is another paper to be read by Senator Aminda Kibwana, MP. Has anybody been given that assignment to do? Senator Okech.
Mr. Speaker, sir, on behalf of Senator Amida Kibwana, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the Senate today, 20th February 2025. Report of the Senate delegation to the High-Level Political Forum, HLPF 2024, on sustainable development held in New York, United States of America, from 8th to 17th July 2024. Thank you.
Okay. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
There is a motion by a notice to be given by the chair. Someone can do it for me. Senator Mboni Karwale, give notice of that motion.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I thank you for allowing me to give notice of your motion. The motion being reports of the 63rd and 64th sessions of the OACPS Parliamentary Assembly and the 43rd and 1st sessions of the ACPE EU Joint Parliamentary Assembly meetings held in Brussels, Belgium, and Luanda, Angola, respectively. That the Senate notes the reports of 1, the 63rd session of the Organization of African, Caribbean, and Pacific States Parliamentary Assembly, and the 43rd session of the African, Caribbean, and Pacific European Union Joint Parliamentary Assembly meetings that were held in Brussels, Belgium, from the 19th to the 28th of June of the year 2023. And 2, the 64th session of the Organization of African and Caribbean and Pacific States Parliamentary Assembly and the 1st session of the African, Caribbean, and Pacific European Union Joint Parliamentary Assembly meetings that were held in Luanda, Angola, from the 17th to the 21st of February 2024, laid on the table of the Senate on Wednesday the 6th, December 2023, and Wednesday the 2nd, October 2024, respectively. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Next, Senator John Medu. Notice of motion. To give notice, Senator Kinywa.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to give notice that the Senate notes the report of the 9th Interparliamentary Union IPU Global Conference of Young Parliamentarians held in Hanoi, Vietnam, from 15 to 17 September 2023, laid on the table of the Senate on Tuesday, 5th March 2024.
Next is Senator Ali Ibrahim Loba. Proceed, Senator Miriam.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On behalf of Senator Ali Roba, Mr. Speaker, I beg to give a notice for the following motion, that the Senate Note the reports of the 14th Audit